Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to share on this collection of lessons called Power of Association. This is part of my collection lesson series. Anything I say on this channel is not anything advice, and let's get into it. So I want to go through a few examples of association and how it actually affects you or people. So the first example that I want to share, let's just draw a line, if I can get to my line drawing. So the first example, let's say, you're with a group of friends, and let's say 4 out of 6 of those friends, smoke, right? So there's, obviously more people that smoke than people that don't. Those two friends, in that, situation, so 4 out of 6 smoke. Smoke what? I don't know. But those other two will feel the power of association of, the other 4 going out for smoke breaks or going wherever and smoking, being together. And the pressure, like not peer pressure even, just the pressure of the association, chances are, maybe one more will smoke in the next, year or two. This goes also, let's just put +1. Chances are +1 more will smoke in the next year is what they say. The next one would be like if, 9 out of 10 of your group of friends are bank robbers, right? You're the one that isn't. Chances are you're going to be ending up robbing a bank soon. It's just how it goes, right? It's kind of like if it could be anything. If 4 out of 5 of your friends play video games, and you come into the situation, do you think you'll be playing video games, right? So you're going to be that +1 that plays video games. You're going to take on the video game kind of thing, right? I think it's kind of funny when people are, well, I'm an independent person, I could think for myself. It's like, true, you also are able to pick the friends around you. I hope you realize that. And you can pick your association, right? If somebody's got negative association, if somebody, like I said in the previous video, talking about scarcity and abundance mindset, if all your friends have a scarcity mindset, what do you think you're going to be? Chances are you're probably going to be scarcity mindset too, unless you can, disassociate yourself with them and associate yourself with other abundance type mindset people. Or just have, be able to protect and guard your influence, right? So that's, first example are just kind of stats and numbers types of things. The second example is based on the power of association. What do you do for work? Well, chances are, most people in this case, some people maybe not, are employed, right? Employed. Why are they employed? Because they're around people that were employed growing up, right? So you're basically employed. I'm employed too because my parents were employed. I'm employed because people that I, hung around with got jobs. If, 4 to 5 people have jobs, 4 to 5 people, this is a 5. Guess who's getting a job? You, right? Chances are you're going to get a job because you understand and you see the money and you see the, people are like, oh, look at all this money I got to, I just got to work this. And then you're thinking, well, I could do that job. Why don't I apply? And then I could have money just like them. And then we can go out, have fun, have fun at the restaurant, at the bar, whatever. Chances are if you hang around people that are employed, you're going to, get a job. It's like, where did you learn to be employed? People don't really understand. They don't ask those questions because it's just kind of a given. Where do you learn to, go somewhere, let's say like this? Where do you learn to go somewhere from, waking up in the morning, happy at 6 in the morning if you're a happy morning person? Where do you learn to do that to go to breakfast? Bacon and eggs. You eat your breakfast, that type of thing. What do you do after breakfast? Well, then you gotta dress, your shirt. You gotta dress. Then you gotta what? Go to your job, right? You go sit in traffic like this. This is your car. You're sitting in traffic waiting to go to your job. Go to your job, you work, right? After you're done working, you have a lunch break, so you have some lunch, some more apples and whatever these are, carrots, bacon, eggs again. What do you do after that? Well, then you go home afterward. You work for a bit, and then you go home, right? So you go home, take off your, work clothes. Then what do? Then you have supper. Eggs, bacon again. Man, this is a really yummy meal. What do you do after you eat that? Well, usually you watch TV. Why do you watch TV? Probably because you grew up watching TV. Or you're hanging around people that are watching TV. Once you watch TV, then what? Well, then you go to bed. and you go to sleep, right? This is going to be a really cool looking bed with a pillow. There's your bed frame. Here's your legs, just like that. What do you do then? Start at the beginning again. Why do you do that? You know, it's power of association. You're around people that do the exact same thing and carries on in your life even when you don't see them. You know, it's, if you think of your association as kind of like, you know, people are always worried about, well, I don't want to, you know, get into that thing you're getting into because, you know, then I'm going to do it. And, you know, either crypto, people smoking, people drinking, whatever. It's like, don't you get me? And it's like, based on the power association, it's either going to happen or not. It's not up to me if you're going to, you know, do any of the things that I do, but chances are you're going to do the things that I do if you hang around me, right? It's interesting if you think of everything in your life is the power of association, and you can kind of see where yourself is going based on the people you hang around with for the next 2 to 5 years. You know, what's your life going to look like? Well, if you're hanging around people that do this in the employee world, chances are it's going to continue this. If you hang around people that, you know, are financially free, don't have to worry about money, can like live life on their own, and not worry about, you know, a 9-to-5 job or getting paid, you know, salary or whatever. If you hang around people that are entrepreneurs, if you hang around business owners, chances are you're going to be a business owner, right? If you hang around people that, you know, are abundance mindset, chances are you're going to have abundance mindset. So it's kind of like, you know, what's your association and where are you heading in life? And where do you think you're going to be in life based on that association, right? So just wanted to share that with this video. It's just to get you thinking, just to get you to be like, why do I, you know, eat breakfast in the morning? Well, chances are I ate breakfast when I was a kid. My kid, you know, get influenced by your parents. You know, why do my kids eat breakfast? You know, I don't eat breakfast, I'm not sure. But it's kind of like, you know, why do they watch TV? Why do they enjoy video games? Why do my kids that are 3 and 5 now, or 3 and 4, almost 5, play video games and enjoy video games? Well, it's because I enjoy video games. And, you know, that power of association of me enjoying my video game, them seeing it, seeing the enjoyment that it comes to me. They want to play the video games. They feel the same enjoyment that I do. We play games. We enjoy each other's time, right? It's not a bad thing. It is what it is. But it's kind of interesting if you think of your association, you know, and then it's kind of like, you know, at work. Well, I find that, you know, people in IT are, you know, super stressed out when they're 50, you know, or so, trying to retire. They're not. You know, some, maybe they get cancer, maybe they get, you know, gray hairs, maybe they're balding, or, you know, whichever. Not like these things are bad. They're just kind of just different, or could be life changing. You know, what is it going to look like for me if I hang around my current situation for the next 25 years? What's going to happen? So, wanted to share that perspective. That's the power of association. Google it, read some books on it, that type of thing. See where things are going. Try and plan out your life in the next 2 to 5 years doing what you're doing and see what happens. You know, 30 years even into the future. So, wanted to share that. Thanks, and talk soon.